goal. That is a dream goal.
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is! Do not scratch your eyes! This is really happening!
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome to Game & Frame. It is Mother's Day here.
That's my fault. Hold on.
Welcome to Game & Frame this afternoon of Mother's Day, May the 10th. We are in Travers Island for Welcome to Game and Frame. It is Mother's Day, May the 10th. We have an afternoon match between Nyack, New York Athletic Club, and Pancyprian Freedoms, as we will start at a quarter after noon. Here, again, this is the APSL Metropolitan Conference. We are at Travers Island. This is where Nyack plays their home matches. This is match 20 on the season of 22 in the Metropolitan Conference of the APSL. Nyack, who are 7 wins and 12 losses. Both these teams actually have had 0 draws between the two of them this season in 38 matches total between the two. Nyack have won 5 of their last 6 for 15 points there, of a possible 18 to jump up to 21 total. They had only 2 wins in their first 13 matches, a 7-game losing streak before this, 5 of 6 winning ways for Nyack. They pulled themselves out of the bottom, and now they are 13 points ahead of CPR with 3 to play, meaning they are officially safe here in the Metropolitan Conference for next year, not in the 12th and final relegation spot of the table. Last weekend, they defeated Richmond County 7-1 here. They're officially 4 wins straight. CPR 4-2 win on April 12th. Leros SC was another 3-2 on April 19th, and then Doxa, a 1-0 lower score there on April the 22nd. I mentioned Richmond County. So they're 15 goals to 5 in their 4-game win streak. Again, they have won 5 of 6. As for Pancyprians, they just need 1 point today to officially secure a playoff spot. They're in 4th right now. I didn't mention their Nyack is in 8th. Pancyprians in 4th. The top 4 make the playoffs. They have 13 wins and 6 losses in their 19 matches. They're 9 points ahead of Doxa is in 5th. So that's why they just need 1 point. In theory, if they lost all the last 3 and Doxa won all of their last 3, they would be tied at 39. Pancyprians just need the 1 point. They're a plus 21 goal differential. They did lose at Lansdowne Yonkers 3-0 last weekend, Saturday, 8 days ago, but they had won the 2 previous. Doxa on April 19th was 3-1, and Zoom Schneider 7 days later, 2-1. As again, Pancyprians has been 1st or 2nd the last 3 years. Actually, was 1st last year. They're usually at the top of the table looking to secure a playoff spot and then take their chances in a semifinal and potentially a final. These two teams, of course, played, as everyone does, home and away. Earlier in the season, it was actually the final match of the first half of the season, played on November the 23rd. 4-1 win for Pancyprians at home. James Tristino had a hat-trick, goals in the 39th, 45th, and 51st. Victor Castel also had one in the 45th as well for the 4 goals. The 1 goal scored by Nyack in that match, was Nabil Kouasmi. 4-1, though, was the result in the reverse fixture when Pancyprian hosted, as I mentioned. They'll be in a blue kit with white numbers. We have our coin flip here at center circle, and Nyack in their red kits with white numbers. So easy to see the difference there in kits. It'll be a 4-2-3-1 for Nyack in the starting lineup. Peter Wenzel is in goal. Hans Larsson Nassim is the left center back with Frank Skrully as his partner. Samuka Kene, 32, is the left back. Malcolm Moreno Benijo is the right back. Jack Mulhair and Leighton Purchase, 73 and 36, are the 2 in the middle. Ahead of them, Nike Azuma, number 6. Outside, wingers Ryan Hilk, 74, and Mike Wampler, 22, with Nemanja Denic, 68, as the striker. The names in the starting lineup for Pancyprians, a lot of the usual suspects they have in the starting lineup: Jordan Bailan, number 10, Braden Brown, 20, Ricard Cedarberg, 2, Nicholas Cifuentes Diaz, 22, Thomas Gray, 23, Devin Hainu, 3, Joseph Holland, 8, Stephen O'Connell, 19, Sebastian Ruiz, 7, in James Tristino, 9, and in goal, Anathasis Shahade is the goalkeeper. This is Hainu and Gray, the 2 center backs. First long ball. This is brought down. That's Benijo, 24. This is Mulhair, 73. Some pressure there from Bailan midfield, but settled for Nyack. Brown is at striker with Tristino and Ruiz the wingers. Holland, O'Connell, or that's Cedarburg, excuse me, Bailan are the three midfielders. Fuentes Diaz, the right back. And finally there on the left is O'Connell. Mulher. Near side for Nyack, Benigno on a give and go. Corner. Played first time off the back of O'Connell. This will be a throw. It was purchased actually from midfield that tried the cross. Benigno goes well over to the left, out for a first goal kick. We go possession. Gray. Hainu. Slower possession here for Pancyprians. Gray. Over the top, Brown slightly gets a touch. This will go out. Wenzel. Both teams now have gone in possession on goal kicks. Hit by Nashim. Good retrieval by O'Connell. And Hainu just gets rid of it. Throw for Nyack. Second ball by Lon. Brown. First time volley touch. Holland. Big tackle from Hilk on Tristino. Can't drag it away by Lon. Behind Ruiz. Faked across. O'Connell. Keep it this side. Fuentes Diaz. Brown. Purchase stepping to Ruiz. Switch. Tackle again on Tristino. That's Kene. Clipped into space for Holland. He's asking for a hand on Nashim. Purchase. Press on this side by Pancyprians. Holland was upset at the no handball there on Nashim. Might have been incidental. Wampler. It looks like Wampler's in the middle with Purchase as the winger from the original lineup. Azuma. Tackle, Holland, and there's a pull on purchase. Again, Holland is yelling at the referee for the handball. And you see there he's saying it's at the side of his body. Chest, Tristino, and he can't turn on Kene. Skrelly, and then Mulhair. Good step from O'Connell. And O'Connell again into space around Nashim. He's got Tristino, and in the lane there, Skrelly, crucial to be in the lane there. Nyack, before the ball could get across to Tristino, would have had a tap in from O'Connell. Purchase. It's too far middle. Second ball though was Zuma. And now plenty for Kene. Has Wampler. Middle, that's too soft. Intercepted by Cedarburg. Fuentes Diaz. Chip. Brown in front of Skrelly. And then I think maybe that's a shot there. Need a new ball. Benino, again, giving it to O'Connell. Brown. Cedarburg, the defensive midfielder for Tristino. Good athletic play to go up and try and collect, and it ends up as a corner. Last touch, Skrelly, and over the goal line. Holland will take the corner. Puts it up, good ball. Headed by Brown. Still in. This is Kene on the opposite side. Purchase. Skrelly, forced back by Tristino. Azuma checking his shoulder. Benino. Wampler. Tackle from Holland again. Tristino in behind for Brown. He's onside. Brown. Tackle by Purchase there, helping out his center backs. Again, a corner for Pancyprians. 10th minute here, second corner upcoming for Pancyprians. No goals yet. One big chance for Pancyprians so far. None for Nyack. That service is much lower. Goes off Bailan from Cifuentes Diaz, so hits his own teammate with the shot. Shoulder to shoulder, O'Connell. Wins it from Kene. Gray. Bailan. Cifuentes Diaz looking for a cross, and it's flicked by Holland. Goes out. Goal kick. Drilled on the goal kick. Gray wins one header and a second. Then he's hit after he's released the ball. Foul. Brown. Close there, almost with Holland. Now Brown again. He'll have Holland right in front. And great pace there from Kenny, the challenge. No shot in by Pancyprians, and it doesn't get to Ruiz either. What a challenge coming back there from Kenny. Just too slow by Pancyprians, who again are just inches away from a shot from close range. He would have been one-on-one with Wenzel. Cifuentes Diaz. Tristino. Again, Cifuentes Diaz, goal line, cuts it back. Holland rolls it, blocked. Tristino a second, and it's in. And now Pancyprians is on the board in the 13th minute. Tristino's 4th of the season against Nyack. And Pancyprians with an early lead inside a quarter of an hour after a deflection finds Tristino. He volleys it far side. And after 2 or 3 really good chances for Pancyprians, they have now scored to take a lead and are in the lead for a possible playoff spot. Mulher. It's Hilk. Nashim. Beninho. Shoulder fade on Ruiz, went right through his legs on the pass. Bailan picks it up in the center. Gray. Tristino tripped on it. Hand fighting with Kene. Hainu on the floor to Ruiz. 1-on-1 against Beninho. Ruiz now doubled. Ricochet comes back to him. Ball's rolling right on the line. Hainu. Faking right side Gray. Now to the channel by Lon. He doesn't get there in time. Goal kick. Skrelly. Kene. Mid. Denich. Cyprians converge on Nyack on the far side. And then they've won the ball. Tristino will have the run of Ruiz. Tristino sees him. Ruiz, left-footed. Wenzel got a pace, but not enough. Winger to winger. And Ruiz does the rest. Good finish. It's 2-0 now for Pancyprians. Scoring inside of 3 minutes. And Tristino now with an assist to add to his goal. And Ruiz gets a second for Pancyprians. Left-footed there from Ruiz. It's his 5th goal of the season. Tristino actually now has 11 after his opening goal. Great start for Pancyprians. Again, just needing the 1 point. Benino. Connell's all the way up on Benino. There's space behind. This is Purchase. Purchase. Will he get it back from Wampler? Looked him off. Goal line. Cutting it on Cedarberg. Right into the middle. Now a chance. Zuma doesn't get all of it. And sprawling there for the glove save. In goal, Shehade. Mulhair. Now to his left foot. Right at Shehade. And he palms it down. 2 great looks, though, for Nyack. This is cut by Benino. Today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Kenny. It's past what looked like it went out. It did go over the line. Kene there. Skrelly, though, missing Azuma with the pass. Hainu. O'Connell. Ruiz. Cedarberg. They can switch sides now. Pancyprians. Brown making a run in front of Skrelly. Brown, will he get there? Going to ground is Skrelly. And it's a corner. He got the ball. Challenge on Brown before any pass or shot potential. Holland again was running middle from midfield. Holland with a slow walk to the corner. Low from the corner, bounced. High on Skrelly, Cifuentes Diaz. And Holland, charging goal line. Can put one right across. He has. Second, header, Hainu, and now caught by Wenzel. Might have even taken a touch off of Nyack before it got to Wenzel. Wampler lost it to O'Connell. Made that tackle look very easy. And then he gets dispossessed. Purchase. Hilk. Skrelly. Azuma. Turn. Benino. Right back. Running the channel. Wampler. Outside. Purchase. Free cross. Denich went up for it. Better angle from Cifuentes Diaz. Tristino. He'll hit it into space again. Trying to link up with Ruiz for the second time. Nashim will just get rid of it out of play. Ruiz will throw to O'Connell. Cifuentes Diaz, far side. He's gone down and is fouled. It's a bad foul there from Hilk. Cedarberg. Ruiz with his hands up. Cedarberg finds him. Benigno. Boot on the ball, excuse me. Doesn't have possession though for Nyack. He knew. Tristino from Gray. Tristino, who's got a goal and assist, will try for a second and just over the crossbar. Good effort though from Tristino. Went with his left foot. Scored earlier with his right. Nishim. Floating high up. Holland. There was a tackle from Mulher. Ruiz had it and then lost it. Again, Ruiz. Cedarberg. All the space now for Cifuentes Diaz. And as I say that, it's taken by Kene. Good pace. Azuma. Azuma can turn. First time, Benigno to Wampler. And the Wampler picked his foot up as he tried to make the pass. Gray. By Lon. Ruiz, thigh to his foot. Benigno backing up. Ruiz cuts inside. Tristino, and that'll be over him. Second time we've needed a new ball here. 24th minute, 2-0 for Pancyprians. Skrelly. Right foot, and he's gone straight out without being touched. He knew. O'Connell going straight up to the front. Brown with Wenzel coming out to the edge of the box. Nishim. With a couple numbers forward. O'Connell's gone down as he got a touch. Throw for Nyack. It slipped out of the hands of Benigno. There's good feet by Mulher. Can Pancyprians get out? O'Connell again puts it up in the air. Brown forces Nishim back. Wenzel will try and save a corner, and has, and made the pass as well. Nishim. Mulher. Diagonal, Kene. Controls. Skrelly. Over the head of Brown, Nishim. O'Connell tried to read it, and it went off his hand. Waiting for numbers to get forward. Benigno. In line with the far post at the edge of the box. About 5 bodies there. Benigno curls it. Second, Cifuentes Diaz and Holland. 2 headers. Azuma. Lost it to Tristino. Holland middle. He'll have Brown. This is great one-touch passing by Pancyprian's Brown from a tighter angle to make it 3. Palm down by Wenzel. And again, Pancyprian's asking for a handball. Saved by Wenzel, though. At least doesn't allow a third here. Very quick, efficient break by Pancyprian's. Mulher. Switch for Kene, right on the money by Nassim. And not on the same page there going forward. Kene. Ruiz. Ruiz was hit after the play here, and some sort of noise there in pain. Still down on all fours. Cifuentes Diaz. Holland again looking to slip in middle. Wampler saw the run of purchase, but he curled it too short. Gray, Holland. On the run is Holland. Very good control. Brown. Turning away from defenders. Tristino was there as well. Pancyprians go back. Tristino, great pass from Gray. Tristino already with 1. To his right, and just couldn't drag it in the far post. Good setup, though, by Tristino, who's always dangerous. Already the 2 goal contributions in this first half. Approaching half an hour. Gone in the first half. Very nice weather. Here about almost 70 degrees, sunny. Now going long, Wenzel. There's some top spin as it was in the air. Chest, O'Connell, right foot. Benigno looking at multiple options. Purchase. Couldn't get a clean header away. Brown with Skrelly. Good tackle. Mulher. Kene. Counter on for Nyack. Kene. Denich touched it out. Hilk. Tackle. Fouled by Gray. And there's a whack as well after the play by Gray on Hilk. Free kick for Nyack. Still no goals yet. Really had the one big chance with the 2 saves in there by, Shahade in goal for Pancyprians. Kene. That'll be Purchase. He misjudged it. Gray. Ruiz. He'll push it into space. Ruiz on the run away from Nashim. He's got Brown far side. Ruiz now stops up. Tricky feet, left-footed, easy catch for Wenzel. Kene. Might have been too heavy of a touch there. To take away, Tristino. It's 4 on 5 for Pancyprians. Holland before it goes out, but Nashim in the way as it was intended for Brown. The tune-ins for later today, New York International FC versus Richmond County FC. That's at 2 p.m. in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. And then following that, Central Park Rangers versus Zoom Schneider. That's at 4, again APSL Metro. And then during the week, 2 matches on what would be Wednesday, Hoboken and Lansdowne Yonkers at 8, and Pancyprians again versus New York Greek Americans at 9. That could be a playoff preview there on Wednesday. Wenzel again, easy catch. Mulhare, Skrelly. Brown's the only one pressing for Pancyprians. Azuma. The footed pass, Benino. Now Helk over here on this near side. Denich comes back for a touch. Benino trying to shoulder shake away from Ruiz. This is better from Nyack. Wampler. Kene. Benino. He's relocated up from right back. Wampler. No shot yet. Now Purgis will give it a look and rolled it wide left. O'Connell and Ruiz. Ruiz looking inside. He's gone across Cifuentes Diaz. Hainu. Ruiz wanted to make a run. Tristino, Holland. Tristino trying to make a run off of the pass. Holland hit in the shin with Kene. Referee doesn't give it much of a look. Denich. Easy tackle from Gray. Ruiz. Marked by Purchase. Gray. His head up. Holland seems to always be in a spot before the front line. Holland again. Hainu. Long ball. It'll bounce. And then big karate kick out by Benino. Bailan. Holland scooped. Another high kick there from Benino on a clearance. Brown. Tristino. He's inside. Scooping. Holland, who chested it and then tried to turn. And not enough there for a foul, and Holland didn't argue either. Header by Cedarberg. Tristino's pass is short. Mulhare before Brown. Skrelly. 37th minute now in the first half. Benito. That goes through Ruiz. Wampler, good turn. Kene inside. First time Mulhare, Azuma. Wampler. Again, not away from a great tackle, challenged by Holland. And now the counter space. Wenzel. This actually worked out as a pass for Purchase. So quickly switching momentum of the play, Purchase. Mulhare, who got the last touch, saying Benito did. He doesn't agree. Nashim. Skrelly, that actually went off of Brown and works out right there with Mulhare. Azuma. Kene. Left side. Hilk faked. Cifuentes Diaz stayed right with him. And then Hilk brought him down for a foul. Holland. Hainu. Denic showing. Hainu. Great pass to Tristino. Holland. Cedarberg's up. He'll put it right at Wenzel. Mulhare. Pancyprian's not pressing. Hilk. Wampler. Space for Mulhare. And even more for Kene. Mulhare's put it on the money. Kene. Right at the far touchline. Cifuentes Diaz there to defend. Couple step overs. There's a dummy by Purchase. Ruiz. Cedarberg. He's gone the other side. Ruiz wanted it back. Mulhare. Benito. Denic has dropped. Hainu followed him. And there he just got a little bit of a tug. Five minutes to go in the first half. Skrelly. Mulhare. Wampler back to the ball. Nashim. Good pass to break a line. Hilk. Benito inside. Denic. And that's tough to control there. Up high and behind him. Brown got a bump on Nashim to create space. Both center backs looking at the striker. Brown. by Lon. No cross here by Lon. Midfield. O'Connell has Ruiz. Benito watching. Ruiz, pace, and good clean tackle. Benito, and then Ruiz caught him. He apologized after. Wampler for Nyack. Nashim. Benito. Wampler. That's too close to Gray. Only one up there was Hilk for Nyack. 3 minutes to go. Both teams just using the striker as the only man pressing. Tristino. Gray. Cedarberg. Cedarberg let it go. It's given up. Wampler. Purchase back to goal. Purchase relocates. This is good from Nyack. Wampler can run at the back line. Or sorry, that's Purchase, excuse me. Kene. Crossing. Denich. Bumped Gray. And too much there. Easy whistle for the referee. Talk to you about the tune-ins once again later today at 2 and 4, International FC and Richmond County FC, as well as Central Park Rangers and Zoom Schneider. Again, these are all APSL Metropolitan Conference. And then Wednesday, what should be the 4 playoff teams, Lansdowne Yonkers will play at Hoboken at 8, and then Pancyprians and Greek Americans at 9. Both of those Wednesday, and of course we have 2 more today following this match on Game and Frame. Tristino in the channel, 2-on-2. That was too easy for Pancyprians. Tristino shooting, pushed out. Brown, not close enough to get a rebound there. Good control by Wenzel. Ruiz. By Lon. Everyone's above the halfway line into Nyack territory here for Pancyprians with possession. Tristino. Scoop. Out of the range for Holland. Into Pancyprian's territory. Denich looked like he misjudged the ball in the air. Still got a head to it. Good push there from Fuentes Diaz. We're now past 45 into the 46th. Brown in front of Azuma, right from Wenzel. Brown, big save. He got it back there, Wenzel, but a huge mistake there. Too far of a pass to Azuma on the goal kick. Azuma did only get a piece of the Ruiz goal, but has made 2 or 3 impressive saves since then. Bailon. Touchline Ruiz. And that'll be 1 minute of added time at the end of the first half. 2-0 for Pancyprians. Goal by Tristino and Brown in this, Ruiz the second for Pancyprians as they lead here and have 45 minutes now to find themselves in the 4th and final playoff position with 2 games to play in the regular season, but second half coming up after this on Game and Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Back for the start of the second half. Of course, both teams switch sides. There's our whistle. 45 to play, 2-0 Pancyprians as they lead. Put them to 42 points if we were to check the live standings. Such good form for Nyack coming in, as we said. 4 wins in a row. Had much better success in the second half of the season. Mulher. That's Wampler and then Purchase. Zuma. Kere. Beninho was over here from fullback on this left side instead of the right. Wampler shooting, and that's too easy there for Shahade. First shot does go to Nyack in this second half. Pancyprians, again, they have such a high standard for their club. Talked about in the Metropolitan Conference, they haven't finished worse than second, and it only happened once in the last 3 years. This is the lowest they would have finished if they do stay in fourth in the 4 years of the Metropolitan Conference. Brown, good foot with Skrelly, and no penalty. Brown arguing, no word from anyone else in blue. Number 16, Kevin Davis is in for Nyack, 16. They did make a substitution at halftime. Out is Denich. So now Hilk is playing the striker. This is a great pass by Lon. Off the line comes Wenzel. That pass was from Gray, who's always looking to pass directly into the front line. Purchase, Azuma. Beninho off O'Connell, and he did not keep it in. Zuma. Good touch pass. Wampler on the move. Mulher can't shoot. Ran into Gray. Cifuentes Diaz. Gray. Tristino. Switches to his other winger, Ruiz. Gray, pressure, Hilk, got a foot on the ball. Didn't take it away from Gray though. O'Connell, can't get behind Holland there against, that was Nashim. Wampler, chest. Ruiz, still in play, touchline. This is Mulher defending. Pass. Holland drives, left foot, behind Brown. Nyack to be careful in their own box. Wampler. Asking for it here is Purchase. Hilk trying to time his run and space. Purchase keeps it. Beninho, corner. That was really tough to put in a good ball. Corner for Nyack. Poor service, Holland. O'Connell. Brown. Cedarberg. Ruiz will have an overlap from Cifuentes Diaz. Ruiz stepping over. Ran into some defenders here. Kene and Davis. Ruiz still not tackled off the ball. Now a pass for Tristino and just missed the link. Wampler. Hashim. Purchase, midfield. Wampler. Purchase. For Benigno. And onside, great pass from Purchase. Benigno defending by Brown here. The strikers all the way back in the left back position. Box again. Pushed off Davis by Cifuentes Diaz. O'Connell and Ruiz. Brown. Ruiz made a run off of it. Brown is dispossessed. Didn't lose it now. Bailon. Pinging Tristino. For Cifuentes Diaz. Has a step on Davis. Cifuentes Diaz. Middle. Shot. Down is Wenzel. It was right at him by Brown, but he covered the bottom there, Wenzel. More saves for the Nyack keeper. Very good move, though, by Pancyprians. First the long ball, and then a pass down to the channel, and they just missed the cutback shot. Hainu. Volley, Ruiz, Cedarberg. Pancyprians have to be quick. Gray. Tristino. Hainu. Ruiz had stopped his run. Will he get there, though, anyway? Benigno doesn't give up a corner. Skrelly, mishit. Tristino, followed by Skrelly. Pass by Lon. No shot yet from Pancyprian. Cedarberg. Gave back possession from the mistake by Nyack. O'Connell. By Lon. Right on track, Cifuentes Diaz. Hainu. Ruiz. Step two by Purchase, corner. Almost 10 minutes gone in the second half. In. Header on the top by Tristino. Good rise up, but just couldn't get the ball down. Long from Wenzel. Azuma. Header right there from Cedarburg, gave it away. Behind Kene. O'Connell. Floating. Nishim. Beninho. That touch goes over Ruiz. Canceled. Tackle by Hainu. Gray. By Lon from Gray. Press by Hilk. By Lon. Loves this right side. Tristino leaves it for Cifuentes Diaz. Tristino. Not on the same page there with Cifuentes Diaz. Wampler, chesting. Can't get forward because of O'Connell's foot. Holland, will he have a shot? Holland, passing, Tristino. Left-footed, blocked. Blocked by Skrelly. What could have been a third for Pancyprians. Cifuentes Diaz. Pushing back, Nyack, or forcing Pancyprians backwards. Shahade. High bounce for Tristino. Cedarburg. Wide open here is Ruiz. Ruiz, great pace. Puts the ball through the goal mouth. Tristino cutting it back. Holland turns, shot, and tried to be too careful on the placement and has popped it wide. Though a lot of momentum here for Pancyprians in the last couple of minutes. He knew, shrugged off Wampler. Really? Kede. Tristino, plenty of space to turn. And now Kene, great challenge. Tristino, though, great work rate to get it back. O'Connell, tapped to Ruiz. O'Connell's wider. Beninho, O'Connell, off the ricochet. And forced off. Was it a corner or a goal kick? It's whistled for a goal kick. Pass from Wenzel to Azuma. Davis. Purchase on the turn. Hashim trying to touch it with Wampler into the path of Purchase. Zuma. Merino. Pancyprian's now finding to sit behind the ball. 62nd minute. Davis. High up. Kene brought it down. Bailan defending. And Kene wins a corner. Mulhair in the box, header won by Nyack, but too far out to challenge Shahade. Gray. Nashim. Holland forces it off of him. Holland for a third. Wide again. Just so many chances for Pancyprians, and the goal has eluded them. They've had, at this point, maybe double-digit opportunities against Wenzel. Header won by Cedarburg. Gray. Browns high up on his body, high on the chest. Bailan. Ruiz working with Holland. Gray. Always taking a step now into midfield, Gray. Tristino. One-touch passes by Pancyprians. Cedarburg. Fuentes Diaz went outside of his foot. Stopped by Davis, and then he's grabbed. Purchase. Holland in the passing lane. Ruiz. A lot of space for the winger. Holland's right there inside. Ruiz. Will he go himself? Pass. Holland. Shot. Wide. Visible frustration there by Holland. Cedarburg is going to come out. Gonzalo Gil de Pareja, 11, is is number 11 again. And 14, Liam Gusk, as Holland and Cedarburg are done for the match. They have their match on Wednesday against Hoboken. See how much rotation they make with these second half subs, Pancyprians. Benino in front of Mulhare. Ruiz, and it went out over the touchline. 67th minute. So Gusk and Pareja can play about 25. O'Connell, good step up. This is Pareja. Gray. Great pass. He looked off Cifuentes Diaz. It's Tristino, who's dealt with very well by Kene. Purchase. Is that too far out in front of Benito? He kept it in, it's not. And then had the kick there, foul, after the ball had gone. Hainu. Brown. Miscommunication there on the pass. Goal kick. Third change now for Pancyprians. Alex Palas, 18, on for Ruiz. So a new left winger for Pancyprians. O'Connell, hands on Wampler. Pareja. Tristino. Gray. This will be a first touch for Palace. Right on the money by Gray. Palace. Forced wider by Lon. Cifuentes Diaz. Cross. Wenzel can't show for it. Brown keeps it in play.
Let's go. Finish strong. Let's go.
O'Connell. Pareja ran into Mulhare. O'Connell. He's now joined Cifuentes Diaz here. Tristino. Great idea. Cifuentes Diaz. Middle. And shot is short. Referee says deflection. Corner kick. That goes right there in the middle. And now out, Nishim. Wenzel may have gotten a slight touch. Looks like Chris Huicon, number 12, is going to come in as Skrelly might have just picked up a knock or an injury. Skrelly trying to walk it off. Bailan. Gray. Bailan. Gusk. Palace. Blocking down the angle. Beninho. Thought he was off of Gusk or Palace, excuse me. Too much space to cross it, but he did block that cross. Nishim. Brown making sure he can't go back to Wenzel. Hilk. Try to control, he was on the ground. Wampler can't, it's a throw. Gray. Pareja, O'Connell. Pancyprians will just keep it. 17 minutes to go. Gray. Brown showed short. Wenzel. Hilk and Gray. Bailan there to win it. Pareja shooting from long range. Wenzel down and got enough, or he doesn't keep it in play. It is a corner. Wenzel made the necessary save but couldn't squeeze it. Mike Wampler will come out for Huicon. Corner, bounces. Gray's the closest. Maybe it took too long to make a decision. Bailan. Hainu. Palace. Stopped by Nishim header. Beninho, handball. They're called on Pancyprians. Final quarter of an hour. Beninho, straight up for Hilk, grabbed by Gray. I thought that was a foul. Gusk. Good touch by Pareja. Plenty of space for Palas. Outside of his foot, Gusk. Channel. Slipped as he went for the pass. Throw. Christopher Bermudez, number 13. This was Juan Martinez Moreno, number 16. So Tristino's out, and so is Braden Brown. So new attackers. Pareja, far side, O'Connell. Gray. First touch from Moreno. Behind Cifuentes Diaz. Bermudez. Purchase. Fouling. Bermudez with his back to goal. Not a good spot to foul. Giving up a free kick is Purchase. Possession by Lon. Gusk. Cifuentes Diaz will get there. From Bailan. Bermudez. Shifting. Gusk. By one challenge. Cifuentes Diaz can turn before the pass is intercepted by Kene. They win it. Gusk. Bermudez. Slipping. Onside by Lon. Wenzel again saving. And now a corner. Last touch by Nyack. Wenzel again answering another shot for Pancyprians. He's definitely responded well after giving up those opening 2 goals. Chest, Skrelly, Wenzel catch. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Moreno from Gray. Cifuentes Diaz. Davis had to back up. Gray, big switch. Palas. Palas once more. Gray, space to move into. Back to him. Look at Gray moving forward from center back. Gray over the top. Good idea though from Gray. Almost had that 1-2 and then into the shot. Gray winning a header, and he'll chase it as well. O'Connell. Low. Stopped by Nashib. Hilk. Huakon. Beninho. Wanted to go make a move behind by himself. Didn't have the space here. Shahade rolls Gray. Easy tackle. Mulher. Kene. Cifuentes Diaz. Good defensive work. Bermudez. Pareja. Good battle with Shkreli. Won by the center back. Kene. Purchase. Shkreli. Davis. And pulling down Pareja is Davis. Palas. 8 minutes left. Gray. Moreno. Great pass from Gray. Moreno was in a good position. Bermudez is offside. Davis. Good hesitation. Then the acceleration. Kene. Moreno coming back to the ball. Be a throw-in. Going in favor of Pancyprians. Bermudez. Huacán got a piece. Gusk. Tackle. Benigno right on the ball. Purchase. Splits a couple. Davis. That's too early for Kene. That ball looked like it had gone over the touchline. It did. Throw in. Trying to move it quickly, Nyack. Still chasing the 2 goals. Just 6 minutes here for Pancyprians to pick up their 14th win. Purchase. Another good tackle by Lon, who's played the full 90. Shkreli. Purchase. Purchase blocked by Gray. Close the angle. Pareja. Space maybe for Pancyprians outside of the foot. Bermudez. Moreno is wide open in the middle. Bermudez hasn't played him. Bermudez. Over Azuma. Palas. His touch was too high. And then heading down Azuma. He's brought it to the corner. Free for Gray. Pareja. Pareja. That took a big deflection. Corner. Bermudez, that curls. Moreno! Again, blocked by Nashim. Redo the corner. Bermudez. Wenzel takes over in the box. Throw. Huacan. Good step up. That's Bailan. Pareja will have Bermudez. High bounce. Helps out Skrelly. He was just fouled enough by Bermudez. Skrelly. Azuma. Skrelly went down. And hit by Pareja. Chasing it again. Mulher. Cifuentes Diaz. Big time step up. Bermudez. Skrelly. There's a foul. Whistle came up as well as the whistle. Bermudez now. Yellow card. Bermudez stepped to Skrelly to challenge. And that's a yellow card to the center back. Maybe some frustration as well there. Be a free kick. Palace. Hit. It's a shot. Big high bounce for Wenzel. About 90 seconds to go in regulation. Chasing it here, Moreno on the press. Just missing there. Hashim. Bailan taking away space. O'Connell. Pareja. It might have been hit twice there. Bailan. Gray. Azuma. Game's been so open now. Cifuentes Diaz. Moreno. Good touch. Cifuentes Diaz. And just too early for Palas. Hainu. Strong header. Pareja and Gusk. Pareja. A couple misdirections. Kicked by Purchase. Now past 90 minutes. Haven't had any injuries, no goals in the second half. Not much time given here for added time. Palas, goal line. This is Gusk. Hilk. Mulher. Hilk again. Kene. Getting back, Bermudez and Moreno. Kene Good idea for the pass. Davis behind is Purchase. Stopped it. Faking the cross. Box. Mulher. Volley is too tall. It's a good move, though, by Nyack to try and get one back. And that's it. 2-0 for Pancyprians. No goals in the second half. The work was done in the first half for Pancyprians, and they are now in a playoff spot. 42 points on 14 wins in 20 matches. Nyack will stay at 21 points, but again, they are still clear of the bottom. Unfortunately, now did end their 4-game win streak, and Pancyprians is back in the win column after losing last weekend. And again, we'll have that playoff preview on Wednesday. We'll have Pancyprians back again here on Game in Frame. That does it from the pitch, or I should say the game. We will be pitch side with Pancyprians for a post-game interview for their 2-0 win here on Game in Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish. Flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
So we're back at the pitch here at Traverse Island. I have Braden Brown and Nicholas Cifuentes Diaz. Braden, I know you didn't score today, but you're definitely helping out either on the press or with the attack. You guys scored 2. How were you able to break through with those 2 quick goals about 12th, 15th minute there in the first half? So what were you guys doing up front in terms to really put it away there? I think you guys took the momentum early.
We were counterattacking very good. Sebas had to go on the counterattack. And I think we were just, overall, we have a lot of speed up top, so it just works out, you know. When you have pace up top, you're going to score goals. Which, I mean, I didn't score any goals today, but we had a few guys that scored, so it was nice.
What was the mindset coming in? You guys just needed a draw to get into the playoff spot, so what was the message in the pregame for you guys?
No matter what, the message is going to be win. If we need a point, 3 points, doesn't matter. It was always win.
And then for Nick, same thing as I just asked Braden. You guys needed the 1 point here. So where are you guys now going forward with 2 matches to play in the regular season and then, of course, playoffs?
The mindset is always winning. We had it from the beginning, and then we're going with everything for the next playoffs.
At right back, really, they maybe had 1 or 2 big-time chances. How are you guys able to keep the clean sheet and really very, I would say, just in your structure and then also just how you're able to shut whatever was going down going forward?
We communicate with each other. We were sharp, focused. So thankfully we were able to counterattack every play they did, and we got the 3 points.
I know this is your first year with the team. How has the integration been for you throughout the season and what you can expect here in the playoffs?
It's been pretty good. I know a few guys on the team. I played with them before, so the chemistry is always going to be good.
All right, Braden, last one. Same thing here with the playoffs as a striker. I know they've had a couple different strikers for you guys that have played. So how are you feeling with either starting or coming off the bench? I know goals are obviously always important.
Either way, you know, we'll go out there, and I'm sure we're going to score. We have a lot of depth on the team with strikers, wingers, and we have a bunch of guys that can score from the midfield too. So I'm sure we're going to score a lot of goals in the playoffs.
All right, well, good luck to you guys. 2 more games left for the regular season. We'll have you guys on Wednesday, and then, of course, playoffs that. Good luck for you guys for the rest of the season. Thank you again. Always appreciate the interview. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That'll do it here on Game of Friending. And for Nick and Braden, we appreciate it. We'll be signing off here and come back with us later today on Game and Frame, and then for the rest of the APSL season.